The Ministry of Transportation has cleared the air over the Chinese loan agreement being used to construct Nigeria's standard gauge rail projects. Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amaechi, while appearing before the House of Representatives Committee on Treaties and Loans, says the ministry does not pay the Chinese contractors but focuses on implementing the agreement to ensure the rail projects are delivered to Nigerians. Our correspondent Amadine Uyi reports.
The House Committee had invited the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, and several officials from the Ministry of Finance to give details on the loans used to construct the ongoing rail projects across the country. The investigating committee says it needs to be kept up to date on the Chinese loan agreement.
When National Assembly reacts in this manner to questions on level of agreement being entered by any ministry of this country and any other nations, we have every right to question that, because anything that is going to happen will happen to our generation unborn.
Ordinarily, one would have wished that when you want to go in for negotiations on loans, ab initio, you should involve this committee, so that fundamentally this committee will be able to guide you as to some of the things that you cannot go into.
A representative of the Ministry of Finance present explained to lawmakers details of the Chinese loan agreement.
The loan agreement for the project was signed on the 20th of December 2010. Yes, and is for the construction of a standard gauge railway track, 186 kilometers. And the implementing agency, the Ministry of Transportation, the contractor is CCECC, and from the record that I have here, the sum involved is 500 million United States dollars.
The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, also took time to make clear to the lawmakers that the Ministry of Transportation does not pay contractors executing the various rail projects.
The responsibility of the Ministry of Transport is to implement the contract. Who pays the contractor? Ministry of Finance. How does the Ministry of Finance pay? When we sign that the contractor has done its responsibility, two parties will sign to China. Ministry of Transport, it goes to Ministry of Finance, right? Then they revert to China and they are paid.
He says the Transport Ministry focuses on implementing the agreements to ensure the projects are on course and delivered according to the federal government's timeline at the highest form of quality and standards.
Our responsibility is implementation. And the invitation I got, and I want the committee to please put this at the back of their mind, is to come and explain about a loan. So I'm here. And I've said to you that loan activities rest with Ministry of Finance, contract activities rest with Ministry of Transportation.
The Ministry of Transportation has also warned lawmakers to exercise caution as they investigate the various loan agreements. The Minister, Rotimi Amaechi, says this is to avoid scaring investors and frustrating the ongoing rail projects. Amadine Uyi, Plus TV Africa.